Hello boys and girls, hello YouTube, Arkaboo here. Let's continue talking about retro gaming handhelds or just gaming handhelds in general. I mean, these units are wonderful, right? So I got my friend here, my favorite RP3 Plus. They're compact, they have colors, they last long with batteries, you could play them anywhere, anytime, travel is easy, put them in your pocket, put in your bag. It's really the best of the best. So playing with this for a long time, I found some problems. Well, not really big problems with the device, but it also gives me indirect problems. Now, you hold the device like this way, right? Playing, it's good. It's close to the eyes and you're having good times. After a long period of time, your shoulder's getting stiff because you're in this holding position. Now, you're like, okay, now we rest the shoulders. So relax your shoulders and play it on your lap. Now, we fixed our shoulder problem, but now we introduce two more problems. The neck. The neck is in this kind of bent condition, so it does give some strain. And at the same time, eye constraint, because now from the eyes to the screen, that distance is a little bit longer. So I thought to myself, there must be other products that can help out with this issue. Maybe a magnifying screen. That's what they issued with the original DMG Game Boy. But for this one, all this searching and following the white rabbit, reference to The Matrix, is landing to this, tablets. So right here is the Y700 Gen 3, very good. It's, you could put them anywhere. You could put them, say, here, here, up here, down on your lap. Anywhere that has a surface, you can position this unit. Now, question, I don't have a surface, what do I do? Don't worry. Some of these tablets come with a Type C where you can dock it, connect it HDMI, and boom, you're on the largest screen that you have at your disposal. So really, what you have is the limitation. All right? And then the other thing about the tablet and one of these devices is that they share a similarity. They share the same operating system, Android and Android, so they're a perfect match. So this tablet solves the neck and the eyes. Let's talk about the shoulders, but can you hold this please? Thank you. So for the shoulders here, this comes to play. Bluetooth controllers. Now that they're wireless, you can place them anywhere you want. You could put them here, here, hold them up here, put them on your lap. You could put it anywhere where your imagination can take you. That is your limitation. Can you please hold this? Thank you. So that brings us to the topic of this episode is tablet gaming. So I'm going to share what I went through and see if you also like to try this tablet gaming to solve the neck, the eye, and the shoulder issue. But we're not talking about one tablet. So a sneak peek, we're going to be talking about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tablets. Let's go. So let's talk about my first tablet. I still remember. It was the Amazon Fire 10 2021 edition. It was a great tablet. So great that I no longer have it in my collection because a family member needed a tablet for their day-to-day and I gave it to them, repurposing my gaming device. And that gets to my point is tablet is very wonderful. You can use it for gaming. You could repurpose it and it becomes your day-to-day internet browsing, email drafting, YouTube watching, you name it. So let's get back to here. How I got to this device is, I was searching on the YouTube for what people are doing with tablets and a lot of users were showcasing retro gaming on it. I was like, that's very cool. So then I landed on buying this device, going to the Amazon website, and wow, it was an affordable device. So put in the order a few days after, boom, it was at the door. Set it up and had a great time. Now, this device is very nice because the screen size is 10-inch, good for the eyes. Then it comes with an SD expansion, so we have more storage for more gaming experience. Let's go crazy. Reference to the MVC1. Now, this tablet is it's not the strongest, but it's quite strong in terms of its chipset. We're able to run up to the PS1 and the Dreamcast era. I usually use this device for the PSP, GBA, Dreamcast, and of course, SNES. iPlay, really no slowdown because I don't apply the shaders, don't go the crazy resolution X2, X3. I just stay native and it runs well. The colors are nice too, and it's very portable. Battery life is good. I like it. But these are the good points. Now let's talk about the bad points. The OS, the complication of an Android, but not so Android. So there's no Play Store. We need to use a Fire toolbox to install it, which is kind of complicated to some users. So it's a little hassle. The other problem is we can't set apps as default launcher. So we can't use any front end like Daijiso for this device. Now you could still load Daijiso, but you have to manually press on it to load the libraries, which, kind of be inconvenience. The other part is no video out. So we always have to play using the screen. We can't go on the big screen. We can't go to another monitor. We got to use it as is. But through my time of using this tablet, I enjoy every moment. And right now, I'm thinking of getting another Fire 10, but the 2025 edition. But right now, there's other tablets that I got in my collection, so that one is on the wish list. So that's it for my first tablet, the Amazon Fire 10 2021. Oh, I almost forgot. I didn't play all these retro games using the touchscreen. That would be very inconvenient. I used the Bluetooth, which was very good, very stable connection, and I paired it with the 8BitDo SN30 Pro, this control. So giving it the Super Nintendo vibe, it's very compact, it has the joysticks, it has all the triggers. It is the perfect control to pair with the Fire 10. The Fire 10 was a very amazing tablet, but it was limited to its power, so we can't experience all the retro systems in the timeline. It also couldn't do video out, so really stuck on that 10-inch screen. So I was in the market looking for something more powerful and more features. And this is where I landed on my second tablet, the Samsung Tab S8. Now with the Tab S8, it has the amazing chipset, the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1. Now with this raw power, able to experience the GameCube, the PS2, the Wii, the Wii U, PS Vita, a little secret console because it has the GPU driver support, the turn-ups, you name it. Now with this device, screen size is a little bit bigger. You're going to the 11-inch. It's a little bit too big for my preference, just like Granny's teeth, referencing to the Red Riding Hood. I really like that childhood story, one of my favorites. Now with SD card, you're able to load more games. So we're back to more money, more problems. Notorious BIG. Now let's talk about storage. If we have too much and we put too much collection, what we end up doing is doom scrolling through that collection and spending more time looking than playing. So really, if we think about it, not having SD card might be the better way of really experiencing gaming to its fullest and not just scrolling, right? But that's another topic for another day. Now back to this one here. This one has video out, so it's great. We're not limited to the 11-inch. We could hook it up to our 60-inch TV, 65, projector. We could go as big as 80 if the screen allows it, right? Or projector allows it. The other thing I like to do with this one here is use the 8BitDo Pro 2 control. Good on Bluetooth, connectivity is good. We really need those pressurized triggers to experience PS2 and GameCube. So the racing games, pressurized water shooting, you know what game I'm referring to. This control really gives the value to this device and all the systems it can do. But for this device, when it launched, it was pretty pricey. But now as the year has passed, the price has gone down for the used kind of device. So if you see it in the market for reduced price around the 300, 400, it's a good buy. Now, also, if you're just a casual gamer, you play a little bit of this and a little bit of that, this device is perfect. It is very wonderful. It hits all your needs. It's good value. You can use it to watch your YouTube, your Netflix, your browsing, your gaming. It's really jack of all trades. That's it for the Samsung Tab S8. So with such a powerful tablet, the Samsung Tab S8, I really didn't have a reason to buy another one. But yet I did. I got another one because the Samsung was just too big. The 11-inch just wasn't very portable. I just want something compact, easy to travel with, easy to set up, smaller screen. And I found this one, the Amazon Fire 8 2020 edition. Now I had this one sitting around collecting dust and looking all pretty on the shelf. So I said to myself, why not try it out? If the 10 did so well, let's try the 8. And since the 8 screen size was very similar to Switch, which was a 7-inch, it's perfect. So being portable, set it up, it was functional, but it does lack the power, similar to the 10, but actually it was a little bit lower than the 10. But it could still run up to your Dreamcast and PlayStation. Now I use it mainly for my SNES. I really love my Super Nintendo library, some GBA, PSP works wonderful, N64 works well, but you need the Mupin emulator. Other ones, you're going to run into some frame drops, some Dreamcast, but for Dreamcast, you got to use the Redream because of these low power tablets. You need to use these specific emulators to get the frames you want. The other one here is the DS. This is the perfect one. When you do it in portrait mode, you got the best real estate for the top screen and the bottom screen. But for that one, you would need to use the app Drastic. Now, for this tablet here is affordable cost, very easy to get. All you had to do is jump on Amazon, push the button. A few days later, it's at your doorstep. But again, similar to 10, it has its flaws. No Play stores, so we need our Fire toolbox. You can't do your default app, so you always have to click into your front end to load games. Inconvenient, but it's okay because as long as you don't toggle between the games very often, it's no sweat. It's just a few clicks away. But no video out, so you're stuck on the 8-inch screen wherever you go. For me, I like pairing it with this Bluetooth control, the 8-bit Do Lite 2. As you can see, very portable, very small. It works for all the system that it can run. And it just provides a very great value for everyone. Casual gamer, pro gamers, you name it. So now with this being a 2020, there are thoughts of why not try the Amazon 8 2024. But since you've been followed this far, I already got 3 tablets and only a pair of hands. So how can you use all these tablets floating around? Well, that's it for the Amazon Fire 8 2020 edition. The Amazon 8 was good. Screen size was good. It was compact, but it really lacked the power and video out. So what do? Follow the same pattern. Let's go to the market looking for something powerful, compact, and small screen. And this is where I landed on my 4th tablet, the Lenovo Y700 2024, some call it, or 2025, Gen 3. Now it came with a powerful Snapdragon Gen 3 chipset. Got this one because of how Odin did so well with Gen 2. But I know there's a difference. Active cooling was in the Odin 2, but here on this tablet we don't. So we are subject to thermal throttle. But I usually keep my gaming session from 30 to 1 hour, so I haven't experienced anything too crazy. And I think it's good practice to save your games when you can, so you can close the app to clear the cache and also potential memory leak. Now the screen here, 9-inch. Not too big, not too small. Just like that bear when tasting the soup. Another childhood favorite. Now I really enjoyed this tablet and I thought our relation was solid like concrete block with tight density of rebars. But not everything is perfect in the reality world. This tablet came with a problem. There was no micro SD slot. It was removed in the launch. So now we're very limited in space, which is good because now we prevented ourselves from doom scrolling collections and actually spend more time playing it. But because of that, this device doesn't have that service to provide like jack of all trades. It's almost like another perspective, if I want to put it, is like you're given a small plate, but then they tell you to go to this buffet with 100 items, and you really have to choose what you can put on your plate for your experience. So it really limits users to choose your games wisely, to load, and really work on what's important in front of you. Now, when this was launched, there was indication that the next Y700 device will have the micro SD slot, but who knows, right? Those are rumors. But it would be like a return of the hero arc, bringing joy to all gamers and all users, because more space just means more you can work with. But hold on. Let's not talk about the next Y700. Let's come back to this one here. If your gaming list or backlog isn't that high in volume, this device is perfect. It can run all the system you want, all the titles, PC emulation, you name it. And we could use this for another 3 to 5 years. I mean, I'm still using my Tab S8, which I got in 22, and being 26 now, it's like 4 years in the making, and I'm still using that tablet every day. So this is it for the Y700. It is a great tablet to get. I mean, right now on the market, there's a new one out. So this one, if it does come down in price, it's a good one to snag. But remember, there is no SD slot. So if you do need the more space, I would skip on this one. If you're okay with it and you know that you could limit your collection, then this one is the best bang for your buck. So with the Y700 being so strong and powerful, but not having that SD card, it was very limited in storage. So going back to the market, looking around to see if there's another small factor with the SD card. And then I came across this brand, All Do Cube. The brand has many products, from small to large screen units, you name it. But one thing that caught my eye was the All Do Cube 60 Mini Turbo, because it came with an 8.4 screen and the chipset was the Snapdragon 6 Gen 1. It had a micro SD slot, meaning great, we could put more storage here with SD cards, and it has video out. So my plan was to use both the Y700 and 60 to really divide and conquer, tag team it, so that really we can experience the best of the best in the retro timeline. So how the split goes is on the 60 Mini Turbo, the plan was some SNES, NES to 64, some PS to the PS2, some Game Boy to all the way to GBA, some PSP, Mega Drive, and Dreamcast. It can do a lot because it has its SD card slot. Now with the Y700, do a little bit of DS to the 3DS, PS Vita, some GameCube, why not, some Wii, PS2, and maybe some limited PS3, a little bit of Secret Console too, if it works, why not. So with this plan, it's the really definition of divide and conquer and diversify your resources. Now, my 60 Turbo hasn't been fully set up, as I just got this unit. With all these electronic pricing going high, when I saw it on the market, I quickly hopped on and pulled the trigger, because you never know when a product just disappears, just like the video that I talked about in retro ramification. So for this one, I went with AliExpress because Amazon used to have these in stock, but after all this kind of tariff talk and stuff, it just disappeared like a magic show. So right now, if you go to AliExpress, you see it, it's decent, there's supplies, and you're looking for a device that can do majority of the retro stuff minus the PS3, the PC emulation, and Secret Console, this unit is actually very good to get. And that's why I got it, and it got added to my collection as the 5th tablet. That's all I have to say for the Audio Cube because I haven't used it too much, but so far, I'm liking it. There you go. We talked a lot about gaming on tablet gaming, all that fun jazz, and it shows that using tablet is good for the neck, hands, and eyes. The neck, because we can position the tablet anywhere for reaching the better ergonomics. Hands, we can use the Bluetooth control so our hand and arm placement can reach best comfort. For the eyes, with the video out, perfect. We hook it up to the largest display screen at our disposal. All fair game. Now, even if we don't have the video out, having it at the 10-inch, 11-inch mark, it is very, very perfect. Now, as you can see, there's a lot of different sizes of tablet that one can buy. If you do get a large one and you're gaming on it, but maybe you lost interest in gaming, don't worry. It can easily be repurposed for media consumption. Watching YouTube, Netflix scrolling, Disney Plus, internet browsing, email drafting, business rollout, you name it. There's so much you can do with a tablet other than gaming. Now, with me buying 5 tablets, obviously I learned a lot through this process, and my advice for a first-time buyer is get a tablet that hits all your needs. Don't get the highest end one, highest specs, because if you don't utilize it, you're just wasting the dollars. You got to use it at its fullest capacity to really get best bang for your bucks. And then for existing users, if you're looking for a new tablet, the new Y700 looks promising. You got the latest Snapdragon chip, and you got the return of the SD slot. So the return of the hero arc begins. Now, if I got a chance to redo this all and only get one device, which one would it be? And after all the consideration and all the specs, I landed myself with Samsung S9. The reason for that is chipset is the Gen 2, and Gen 2 shows a lot of good optimization and driver support. And it also comes with the SD micro slot. Now, if it's not for that one, the Y700 does take second place, but if we only chose one, it would be the S9. Now for me, I didn't get the S9 because I got the S8 and I got the Y700. I got the Gen 1 and the Gen 3, so why would I do a Gen 2? It's a little odd, but that's how it goes. Well, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. I'll see you at the next one. Same place, same time.